I visited a science museum with a business partner recently to explain something called a magnetic cannon. I figured this would make a great video as well. So it looks simple. A metal track, a few steel balls, one magnet hidden in the middle. You gently roll one ball toward the lineup, and the ball on the far end launches out faster than the one you rolled in. That feels wrong. It feels like free energy. It isn't. Today, we're dissecting the magnetic cannon and why it's a masterclass in hidden energy. Let's describe what's happening. You've got a strong magnet sitting on a track. On one side of the magnet are a few steel balls stuck to it in a tight row. On the other side, you roll in a single steel ball. When that incoming ball hits the lineup, the last ball on the opposite side shoots off with surprising speed. So the question is, where did that extra speed come from? Because it sure looks like the outgoing ball has more energy than the incoming one. And physics doesn't allow that. Here's the trick. The energy was already stored in the system, inside the magnetic field. Magnets create invisible force fields. When a steel ball snaps onto a magnet, it lowers its magnetic potential energy, meaning it falls into a kind of energy well created by the magnet. Think of it like rolling a ball downhill into a valley. When steel balls are stuck to a magnet, they are sitting in that valley, and they are under tension. Now let's walk through the actual sequence. You roll a ball toward the magnet and the lineup. As it approaches, the magnet starts pulling it in. That pull increases its speed. This matters. The incoming ball isn't just coasting, it's being accelerated by magnetic attraction before it even makes contact. Then it collides with the first ball in the lineup. Momentum transfers through the stationary balls, like a Newton's cradle. But here's the key difference. When the last ball detaches from the magnet, it escapes that magnetic valley. And escaping requires energy. That energy comes from the magnetic field that was already holding it there. So what you're seeing isn't energy being created. You're seeing stored magnetic potential energy being converted into kinetic energy, motion. The magnet is doing work. The reason it feels like a speed boost is timing. The incoming ball arrives with momentum, but the magnet adds extra energy to the system as balls snap on and snap off. The final ball gets released with two things. 1, the transferred momentum from the incoming ball. 2, the stored magnetic energy that was holding it in place, so it launches out faster than your gentle roll suggests it should. But the system loses magnetic potential energy in the process. If you repeat the experiment enough times without resetting carefully, you'll notice the magnet ball configuration changes. Energy bookkeeping always wins. Physics keeps receipts. This device demonstrates something incredibly important. Energy can be stored in fields, not just in moving objects, not just in height, not just in springs. So, magnetic fields store energy, electric fields store energy, gravitational fields store energy. The magnetic cannon is really a visual lesson in energy transformation. Potential energy to kinetic energy. Field energy to motion. Nothing is created or destroyed, it just changes form. This tiny museum demo is actually connected to some very large ideas. Electric motors are magnetic fields converting energy into motion. Generators are motion converting into magnetic field energy. Particle accelerators are fields transferring energy into speed. The magnetic cannon is like a tabletop version of field physics. It tricks your intuition, and that's why it's brilliant. When something in physics looks like magic, it's usually hidden energy, stored somewhere you forgot to look. In this case, the magnet wasn't just holding balls in place, it was storing energy in an invisible field, waiting for a trigger. You provided the trigger, the magnet provided the push, and the outgoing ball, it just cashed the check. This has been Zane Explains. What's next?